Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Shields University. Today we're gonna make a video on how to wire a Nest thermostat to a Takeo switching relay or zone panel. This model is a SR504-expansion, and we're gonna talk about how to make it work with a smart thermostat with a 2-wire application. RH and W. So 2-wire, usually this application is for heating only. We're gonna make a video on hydro coils and air handlers next time. So let's energize the zone panel. So I have this zone panel powered up with my outlet just for training purposes. I also have a relay, which we're also going to make a video. We're also going to talk about how to wire the zone panel with a relay, which is the hard way to do it. That's for more experienced and qualified technicians. So for homeowners or do-it-yourselfers, this is the quick way, or even some technicians may not know this. But as you can see, we're going to start off with this zone panel. Zone number 1 is not calling for heat. The thermostat is off. As you can see, the actual thermostat is only wired to the terminals, and it's calling zone 1. So right off the bat, you see something's wrong. If you read the manual, it tells you that most digital thermostats won't work with the zone panel, and I find that they do work with digital, but not smart thermostats. So the ecobee, the Nest, and possibly, well, for sure the Honeywell thermostat is not going to work. So this here is going to be the easy way. We're going to start with the easy way to wire it. So let me give you another quick heads up here. If you install the thermostat, the actual thermostat, it's going to take a while to power off. And the reason that the smart thermostat doesn't work with the zone panel is that it's stealing the power or the voltage from this transformer in here. This transformer here. Thermostat is stealing the voltage. So we're going to show you what to do and how to solve that problem. So the Nest thermostat is thinking. And when I first wired this up, that LED came up, and I thought something was wrong, and I started checking for continuity across these wires. I thought something was shorted, but that's not the case. It's just that's how the Nest thermostat works. See? So we're going to show you what it says on the thermostat when you go and check the equipment that it's wired to. So you go to settings. You go to equipment. Click on equipment. This is what comes up. No power to W1 wire detected. Learn more at nest.com. So if you call Nest, they'll tell you to use the relay. an isolating relay. However, Takeo figured this out where, let's pull the thermostat off. Notice how we pull the thermostat off and the LED is still on. So we're going to turn power off to the board. When you see these diodes that come with the Takeo zone panel, no one ever uses these. Well, they have a purpose. So this one I used already. But if you read the manual, this is a 1000 ohm diode resistor. So we're gonna, hold on. Yeah, 1000 ohm watt resistor. So what you do is, go to your zone, whether it's a 2 zone, 3 zone, 4 zone, whatever you have, whatever zone you're working on, whatever zone is going to have the new thermostat, smart thermostat. You go to W, and you plug in the resistor. The other side of the resistor is going to go to common. So there you go. It's pretty simple. And never apply power to R and W. If you apply external voltage to any of these zones, it will fry the board or the relay, or blow your fuse if you're lucky. Down here, look down here, there's fuses for each relay. We can talk about how the actual zone panel works later on in another video. But this is just for if you're having trouble with your zone panel and making your smart thermostat work. This is the way to do it. So notice how zone 1 is not coming on anymore. The LED is not on. Okay, so bring the camera over here. So we plug our thermostat on. Wait for it to kick on again. While we wait for that, just a quick overview. Each of these zones are going to be wired to your thermostats. In turn, each of these thermostat terminals, or bring it down here, these relays here will energize a pump or a zone valve. They have zone valve boards also, but this one here is for circulators. Give you 120 for each zone to power your circulator pumps. So the thermostat tells your zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 to energize a pump, and this 120 outlets here give you power to your pumps. This is line voltage. Wherever you have it from, your electrician has to give you 120 volts here. Okay, so the Nest thermostat came back on. We're gonna go to equipment. And now we don't have that error. And now your thermostat is gonna work a lot better. The zone panel is gonna work because it wouldn't work at all before, but the thermostat's gonna it's not gonna drop out on when you're using Wi-Fi or such. But let's energize. Let's bring up the thermostat in here. Set for 71. I'm gonna raise it to 77, 78. You hear the relay come on. and that would energize your pump for zone 1. Let's just show them what it would do. So zone 1 here, it's going to give me power to your pump. Notice how zone 2 is not calling, so we're not going to get power. Neither zone 3, and so forth. Whenever you energize one of these zones, it would also energize your TT to your boiler, your XX to your boiler. Let's see. So 1. Okay. So you could do a lot of things with this zone panel. Different applications, whatever you have. So we'll go in depth with that for another video. The second way to wire the thermostat would be to let's turn the power off. Okay, we're going to get rid of the resistor. We're going to keep, and also this is for, you would have to have 3 wire for this application. So if you have 2 wires, the resistor is the way to go. If you have 3 wires and you like using relays instead, or you're afraid you're going to burn the board, or whatever you like to do, everybody has their way of doing things. I would use the rib relays. So we're gonna have the same setup as far as the wires. The red is gonna go to RH. The white is gonna go to W1. And in this case, we're going to use green for common. That's our 3 wires. I have to get better at thermostat wire. Okay. Okay, so actually we're going to remove the W from the zone panel. We're going to remove the white wire. We're going to add the green wire to common. So, like I said, never apply external voltage to RW or external low voltage to any of this. So we're going to grab our relay. Orange and yellow is your one second. Doesn't want to focus, and there it is. So orange and yellow is your normally open switch. Yellow is common. So you're going to use, in this case, you would use orange and yellow. And for your low voltage, you would use white and blue and white and yellow. That's for your coil input. That energizes the relay. Okay. So here we go. So what you're going to do is W is going to go to your white and yellow, that's going to energize the relay in here, the coil. And this is for more experienced guys that know a little bit about circuits. The other side, which is your white and blue, is going to go to common. That's the other side of the circuit. So that goes to common. And then your orange and yellow, it's going to go to W and R. Oh man, this wire sucks. Wire's pissing me off. Okay. So you're powering the thermostat directly. And then once the thermostat energizes this coil, the coil is going to close the switch and make R and W. It's going to close R and W, which is going to energize zone 1. So let's go ahead and power this up. Double check this. Come here. W is white, green is common, and red is RH. So over here it's red to R, green to common, and then white wire W, or white wire from the thermostat, is going to go into your relay coil, out of or yellow and white of the relay to yellow and blue, which goes back to common. All right, let's try this out. These two wires, you can cut them and add a wire nut to them. You're not going to use those in this application. So right now we're powering this thermostat the wiring change to your equipment. Continue. So it tells you W for heat, 24 volt common, RH. Continue. You can add your heat type, safety, pro, setup, whatever your equipment is. So noticed notice it's calling for heat. So you can see the LED for your rib relay energize and your zone LED, which is telling you the pump is energizing. Okay, we're gonna de-energize the thermostat. And there you go. So remember, if you have 2 wires to the thermostat, you forget about this relay, you add a diode, you add a resistor between W and common. If you're like me and you want to do a little more complicated and you don't want to mess around with the zone panel or the voltage or the transformer, you want to keep it a little safer, you're going to use the rib relay. R to R or red to R. W is going to energize. When the thermostat closes the switch, it's going to go to R to W or red to white wire. This is going to carry one side of power, go into your relay, white and yellow, come out of your relay, the other side of the coil, go into your white and blue, and into common. Your switch on the relay is orange and yellow, which is a normally open switch. So right now there's no continuity between these two, only when this is energized. Okay, I hope you guys picked something up from the video. Thanks for joining us. Please leave any comments, questions, email me. I'm gonna leave the links for Nest and the zone panel. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, I hope this helped you out with any issues you may have, or if you plan on replacing your thermostats with smart thermostats and you have a zone panel. Please subscribe, keep in touch with us, and thanks again.